QuickBooks offers an extensive number of fields into which we can store information about all of the different elements of our business. Because there are so many different types of businesses and types of information, and even information our specific company may need to know, QuickBooks offers several custom fields that we can utilize. In order to work with custom fields, we need to have either a customer or a vendor item open. Let's go ahead and double click a customer that we just created from the Customer Center. The only purpose is to open the form. If we then activate the Additional Info tab along the left-hand side of the screen, we can see that for this particular sample company file, several custom fields have already been created: contract number, birthday, and spouse's name. If we want to work with or add fields, we can simply click or tap the Define Fields option near the bottom right of the form. This brings up the Setup Custom Fields window. There are actually a total of 15 custom fields available that we can use to store information. These custom fields, though, do have limited functionality. They're basically text boxes. We can't do a whole lot of configuration. All we can do is give them a name and designate where they should be used. We can see these options right in the dialog, and it's very simple and straightforward to work with. First of all, if it's not really obvious at first, we have the 15 spaces already in place. We simply need to find the next empty one and type in the label for our field. Let's say that we're interested in following people by regions. Adding in the region field will give us a place to store that information. The next and last thing we need to decide is for which of the three types of contacts in QuickBooks we want to make this available. This is simply a matter of placing a check mark under customer, vendor, or employee. Now, we assume that our employees are part of our own company, so we should know where they're located. But we might want to use regions for both customers and vendors. When we're finished, by simply clicking or tapping OK in the upper right corner, we've designated our field. It tells us that we have activated custom fields for this list, and then we can also use these fields and transactions by turning them on in our custom templates. We talk more about customizing templates and forms in its very own chapter. So for now, we'll simply click or tap OK, say thank you for sharing that information, and we can see that region has now been added to our form. Because it can only be a text box, we can't make a drop down. We have to assume that everyone's going to be able to enter consistent information. We'll test it out by saying our customer, James Aitchen, is from the West region, and we'll simply click OK on the bottom of the form to save not only the custom field, but also the information for his record. We noticed that when we created this custom field, that our only options were for customers, vendors, and employees. They can have a maximum of 7 custom fields, even though there's a total of 15 available in QuickBooks. If we create items, they can also have custom fields, and items can have a maximum of 5 custom fields. Items did not show up on our list because they simply weren't appropriate. What we were creating was a custom field to be used only with contacts, which includes customers, vendors, and employees. Custom fields really can be valuable because they can be used not only on forms like we just saw, but also available on reports that have been customized as well. In their simplicity, custom fields allow us to store exactly the information that we need that's not otherwise available in QuickBooks. And that is actually a very advanced feature.